Okay, you have to stop the Q-tip when there's resistance.
Welcome to Miss Mojo, and today we'll be looking at the characters that defined the childhood of kids from this decade.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's right, not Philadelphia, Bel-Air.
Well, yeah, man, but you know, my mom.
Get the man.
For this list, we won't include cartoon characters.
Kids, won't you step outside for a second?
Number 10, Clarissa Darling. Clarissa explains it all.
But mark my words, after this year, school picture's never going to be the same. And that's the 411.
Adolescence is one of the most confusing time periods you'll ever experience in life. It's awkward, heartbreaking, and life-changing. Luckily, 90s kids had Clarissa to give them awesome advice. The sitcom follows an everyday teen as she breaks the fourth wall to discuss her growing pains and lessons she's learned.
Great. How do I ever get stuck in the middle of something I'm not even supposed to be a part of? Since I haven't been able to work on any math problems lately, I've been trying to work out my own problems.
It was the first program on Nickelodeon to have a female protagonist, which was super inspiring for kids wanting more representation in the media. Her relatability appealed to all kinds of children, regardless of gender. This helped break the stigma that MCs that are women will only have a female demographic.
Well, I better start sharpening those reporter skills, because I'm about to get my first real reporter assignment. Clarissa M. Darling here, card-carrying member of the Daily Dispatch.
Number 9, Sabrina Spellman. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. If your witchy aunts told you that you had magical powers on your 16th birthday, it would probably be the best gift ever.
Wow, he is really cute. Well, we do nice work. But if you don't want to go to the dance...
Never mind, I'll go. Just give me a sec to get ready. All set. Gotta go.
Although most people can't relate to the supernatural elements of her life, at the end of the day, Sabrina was still a relatable girl. Whether she mentioned the latest hit song or referenced a rock band, kids were able to keep up with 90s trends because of this cultural queen.
How about one bite to celebrate?
What do you take me for? I passed and I got some color in my cheeks.
They also grew alongside her as the show followed her from high school to adulthood. She felt like a friend more than a fictional character. Number 8, George Feeney, Boy Meets World.
All right. If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person.
You can't talk about 90s sitcoms without mentioning this popular coming-of-age show that follows a boy as he navigates his youth and approaches adulthood. With such vibrant characters, it can be easy to get lost in the sauce. I mean, who wasn't inspired by Topanga's intelligence and confidence?
I see. That's rather an unusual costume for a president, isn't it?
We all wear togas now. It removes the hostile competition that fashion often creates.
But we can't ignore the impact of Mr. Feeney's life lessons. They were not just for kids, but for adults as well. Whenever he spoke, you just knew he was going to drop nuggets of wisdom. The 90s was an era that saw many changes, and it was easy to feel lost. Thank goodness this teacher was here to guide us through the chaos.
No, I shall remain here.
No, you'll always be with us. As long as we live, okay?
Number 7, Fran Fine, The Nanny.
Are you sure he held you like this for this long?
Well, I'm taking a little dramatic license. I mean, it is a reenactment of an actual event.
The F in Fran stands for fashionista because her outfits inspired style fanatics all over the country. While she had crazy adventures taking care of well-off family in NYC, her fits never stopped slaying. With such a distinct wardrobe, who wouldn't want to start experimenting with their clothes? Polka dots and stripes? Yes, please.
It's obviously been doctored. I mean, those shoes are white. The crime took place after Labor Day. There goes the whole timeline.
Besides her brilliant designs, her infatuation with celebrities and disastrous dating life made her relatable to young fans in the 90s. Her outgoing nature definitely encouraged children to break out of their shells, no matter how scary the situation may seem.
I'm telling you, Maxwell Sheffield, I am good for you. So I take it there's gonna be a second date?
You bet.
Number 6. Zach Morris, Saved by the Bell. Any group of friends in high school has gotta have a class clown somewhere in the mix. On this show, look no further than Mr. Morris.
To get away from the old ways where learning is full of stress, and for once, make it fun.
Well, good, but how do we do that?
By getting rid of the pressures.
Besides being a major heartthrob for teens in the 90s, this hooligan could not stay out of trouble for the life of him. While kids laughed at his shenanigans, they also saw how his plans frequently caused him major problems.
I have the enemy in my sights. Take this! Take that! It's a vicious firefight, man. Machine guns.
They began to learn vicariously through him that they should be mindful of their actions. Love him or hate him, viewers simply couldn't resist his 90s charm.
Come into my heart, me, darling. We will never part. I need you, darling. So come go with me.
Number 5. Buffy Summers, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
All they ever did was give me orders.
Ever obey them?
Sure. The ones I was going to do anyway.
Being one of the chosen ones isn't always what it's cracked up to be. This teenager wanted nothing more than to live a regular life instead of battling supernatural forces. But when she eventually honed in on her identity, she became a fierce warrior.
If you find yourself a good anger management class, and I'll jam this pokey wood stick through your heart.
Her wit, agility, and sensibility made her an icon for 90s feminism. Buffy's morals struck a chord with young girls around the world and had them channeling their inner fighter in everyday lives. She managed to handle both human and paranormal issues skillfully and well. What a girl boss.
You may not see it, but I do. I do. I believe in you, Spike.
Number 4. Dylan McKay, Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, well, I just don't believe in winning through intimidation.
We'd all be a bit culture shocked if we went from humble beginnings to attending high school with rich classmates. That wealth disparity isn't the only surprise the twins of this drama faced. There was also the magnetic Dylan McKay, who was not okay.
All my life, she threw money at me and called it love. I didn't ask for love, but to ask for money?
90s babies felt drawn to his mystique and fell hard for his tortured soul. Luke Perry's portrayal of this bad boy caused his career to explode. At one point, 10,000 fans attended a signing in hopes of meeting him. He was so overwhelmed by the quantity of attendees, he had to leave within 2 minutes.
You'll look back years from now and I'll just be a girl you knew in high school.
No, you won't. No, you won't, Brad. Not after everything.
Regardless of the questionable choices McKay made throughout the decade-long series, teens were head over heels in love with him. Number 3. Chandler Bing, Friends.
I just want to be married again.
And I just want $1 million.
It's hard to choose which NYC roommate is your favorite out of this hit's core 6. But 90s kids found everything they could possibly need in Chandler. Children envied how easily he came up with such hilarious wisecracks. Comedy isn't his only impressive quality. He was extremely loyal to his best friends no matter what got thrown the gang's way.
You always believed in me, man, even when I didn't believe in myself.
I always knew you were gonna make it. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
Out of everyone, he's the most well-rounded, which is also why he's incredibly relatable to youngsters in that time period. He's not perfect, but it's nice to see a role model with flaws. We love the realistic reputation.
Please promise me that you will never leave me, that we will grow old together and be with each other for the rest of our lives.
I promise.
Number 2. Will Smith, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air.
After being shipped off to live with his wealthy relatives in California, this ragtag teen has to adjust to life among the rich. His working-class wits, combined with his adaptability to fit in with his new environment, created the perfect recipe for awesome main character energy. and hilarious situations. Whether it was his bright 90s clothes, cool lingo, or cheerful nature, he's just so stinking lovable. Every kid wanted to be him or have him as a cool friend. Although he's always down to clown, he knows when to take matters seriously. He taught viewers how to work hard and play hard.
You can be with your father whenever you want. You can eat with him and argue with him. He's there for you. You know where my father is? No. Neither do I.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Randy Taylor, Home Improvement. Randy Taylor? More like Randy Troublemaker.
Oh, really? It's a beauty.
Help me, Daddy's sucking me!
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, I don't know where they get these ideas.
Blossom Russo, Blossom. Learning life lessons through this smart teen.
Blossom, my heart has already been captured, like the way the caged bird flies.
Sings. If a caged bird flew, it would hit its stupid head against the bars.
Tia Landry and Tamara Campbell, Sister Sister. Double the sisters, double the trouble.
Hey, you let go of my baby!
Hey, what do you mean your baby? Hey, watch that now. What? Wait a minute here. What?
Mom? That girl has my face!
Moesha Mitchell, Moesha. Always ready to stand up for what she believes in.
Just my homies. It's not like I'm going on a date or something.
Better not be, because you ain't dating till you're 25.
You said 16.
21.
16.
18, and I'll throw in a Saturn.
16, and I will be walking. Thank you very much.
Keenan Rockmore and Kel Kimball, Keenan and Kel. You never know what these tricksters will get up to next.
Keenan and Kel, I should have said Kel and Keenan, and you gotta watch Keenan, cause Keenan be scheming with a plan or a plot to make it to the top, but they kinda in the middle, cause they always getting caught.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Steve Urkel, Family Matters. Originally following a household in Chi-Town, the creators of the show decided to introduce a super eccentric neighbor to the mix. What a great decision!
Steve, you were right. Anything's possible. Will you marry me? Accept that.
He was only supposed to have a small role, but he gained so much popularity that he became a lead. As a kid, it can be easy to try to change yourself to fit in, but lo and behold, the quirky teen's confidence never wavered, which is lovely to see.
And I honestly did not mean it. And I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Thanks, big guy.
He taught kids that if they stay true to themselves, they can still have a great life. Plus, let's be real, who didn't try to copy his dance moves? Do you have a TV character that altered your brain chemistry when you were younger? Let us know in the comments below.
You sure he's gonna be able to crack that code?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.